What's up, you guys? Chet-Guthrie, the Dream Poet here, coming to you all from the middle of Collegedale, Tennessee. Collegedale, yes, this is where the Little Debbie was invented by the McKee family. But that is not why we are here today. Although one day I would like to make a video on the family that created the Little Debbie. But no, the reason why we are here is a few months ago, a railroad, or I should say, a train wrecked here in Collegedale. Caused quite a fuss, and the wreck is still here. And I figured, you know what? We're gonna walk up to it, and we're gonna check it out. So without further ado, you guys, let's get to it. Anchor down. Now, you know, it was quite a train wreck when one of the wheels came ripped off, or was ripped off. You see, what had happened, you guys, is this train was coming into Collegedale, and there was a semi carrying a part of a concrete bridge. There was a concrete beam, and what had happened is this truck was not able to get across the railroad tracks in time, and this train right here, it could not stop. And it's obvious, you can see that the front end is completely crushed. There were a few people involved in this wreck. The man who was at the helm, the conductor, luckily he managed to get away with some minor scratches and bruises. I guess that's where the wheels came from. Darn, that thing took quite a beating. But anyway, minor scratches. But the real thing that happened is that a lot of money was lost at this, and that's really about it. Dude, just check out all the damage that is done to that, and just look how it caught up that, or destroyed that cow catcher. Now that cow catcher is about as long as I am, but it ripped that thing off that diesel engine. I mean, that thing took quite a beating. Now, I'm not sure if this thing will ever run again, but then again, I don't know. I mean, look how it's slanted. I mean, that thing took quite a beating. And that is just the first locomotive. There is another one here. Looks like they might have to dig it out to even get it back on the tracks. Okay, that engine right there, that's where we were just at. This is the second one right here. And as I'm getting up to this one, I'm seeing that no, they were not digging this thing out. It ran right into the ground. Just for reference on how powerful this collision was. I mean, about half the entire engine is in the dirt, and honestly, I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon. Got one right there. I'm not sure how that one's looking, but we'll check it out momentarily. But yeah, this is crazy. I think this wreck happened like a few days right after Thanksgiving. Yeah, wheels are right in the dirt. That took a lot of force. And if you are curious what that concrete beam was like, this is the beam right here. This is the beam that the train collided with. Obviously, you can see that this thing was crushed beyond all repair. And I figured we'd get a better look of it. This is a close-up. I mean, just check out, this was the concrete beam that got struck. Now, the company who did own this, obviously they had to make another one, because I don't see that coming back anytime soon. Not like anytime. And here beside the concrete beam, here are all the wheels. I'm guessing the L&N, I think it's L&N, they are going to crush and dismantle all of this right here. I guess they'll scrap it, or maybe they'll actually try to replace it. I don't know. It looks like they've cut up a lot of it. No telling how many tons is in that. Just look at the size of those wheels. I mean, this, wow. And speaking of that, there goes a train. Oh, it's Northern Southern. So yeah, obviously they've got this this track back on the quite literally this train back on the tracks. And check out the size of this. Now, growing up, my dad and I always used to mess around with toy trains from LGB. So I remember having those little ones in my hands about the size of my fingers. The real ones, oh my god, it's about the size of about my head, or two of my heads. Okay, now that we've seen the three main engines and what they look like, we are going to check out some of the buildings, not the buildings, some of the actual train cars that were destroyed. A lot of it is just downright damaged. And now I'm just assuming this, but it looks like this road was active up until the wreck happened. But obviously, for the time being, it looks like it's not going to be that way for a while. And it looks like they've also gone and started cutting up all this as well. So yeah, looks like they're probably not going to salvage any of this. They might, I guess what they might be doing is cutting it all up, and they're gonna recycle it all at one point. But this is just crazy. They've already cut that in half. Looks like they've already gone through, and so there's all of that right there. I think what this is, it was at one time a where they would have probably logged or had logging, logs, wood. It's crazy, all of this. Kind of wish that maybe they could have used these downed train cars for something else. But I guess really there isn't much that they can do with it. For example, it's obvious that they're cutting all this in half. Not much left of it whatsoever. There's one side of it. Looks like there's two, what I'm guessing are coal cars right up there. So let's walk over here. Let's see what else has been cut down. Well, there's the other half of that one. I'm guessing it was that railroad car right there. But this is something that I wanted to see, and that is I'm guessing are coal cars. No, not coal cars. Actually, I'm not sure what these are, but it's obvious that they're both side by side. I mean, it reminds me just of the ones I saw at that one wreck out in Scott County from that one derailment. But I think these are different cars. We're gonna go check them out now. Maybe it was fertilizer, because I am smelling a kind of stink. Yeah, no. I think it was some kind of fertilizing vehicle, some kind of fertilizing car. Same thing for this one. Or maybe something along those lines. It's just that these cars are gigantic. And I wanted to catch all this before they cut it all down. But looks like they've already emptied it. And it does appear that there is a third one right beside that one and right beside that one. It looks like, again, it's been cleaned. I'm guessing it had to be like manure or something, because still or some kind of fertilizer. looks like it's all emptied. Which I guess, probably in a sense, they probably did it because of environmental purposes. And I find it weird that there's just one big random line of track that's just laying here. And now we are back right next to the locomotives. And it is this big giant train car right here, which this is probably the best example of what actually happened. This thing is ripped apart. And when I say ripped apart, I'm not kidding. They have really done a number on getting this thing torn down. And it gives you an idea on how much force this train derailment actually did. It's absolutely nuts. And it's obvious that they've gotten most of this one torn down now. So that is another one that can be counted as probably going to be scrapped later on, or I'm guessing anyway. Anyway, guys, I believe that's going to be another vlog for another day. I love doing this kind of stuff. I love seeing stuff that isn't so normally seen. But anyway, guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care. Now y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, vlog over.